These mysterious geometric shapes forming in the East China Sea between China and Japan are made by around 2,000 fishing boats. Data from Starboard Maritime Intelligence shows that on the 11th of January 2026, hundreds of Chinese vessels formed a line in the ocean almost 300 miles long. How unprecedented was what we saw forming in the East China Sea?
In observing this type of data for years, I've never seen anything like this. Maybe my initial impression was, okay, is this some type of error, some type of mistake? Because the number of ships involved is more than anything I've seen before.
And on Christmas Day 2025, a similar mass alignment, but this time along two lines, the 124th and 125th meridians east, with the bottom line appearing to be the 28th parallel north. What's your reading of what we're actually seeing in the data?
My best guess at what we're seeing is some kind of early test of the ability to organize fishing ships geographically. The ultimate purpose of that, whether it's planning for some type of contingency in the East China Sea, a Taiwan Strait situation, a blockade, I'm not sure that there's a specific directive.
These satellite images from Planet Labs show several vessels making their way to the alignment area on January the 10th. It's not unusual for the Chinese Navy to use fishing vessels for blocking maneuvers. These images show Chinese boats tied together in the disputed waters of the South China Sea.
This was just a bunch of otherwise normal-looking Chinese fishing vessels that were out there fishing and looking normal, all of a sudden forming into this constellation that stretched for hundreds of miles.
What, in your mind, is the kind of geopolitics at play in this sort of, I guess it was a 250 nautical mile kind of stretch off the coast of Shanghai?
The large area makes it difficult to tell exactly what this was aimed at. If you were going to test the ability to organize this many ships, I think the East China Sea is a logical place to do it. I think the more concerning element would be is if this was part of planning for a blockade or a quarantine that was not really directed at stopping military traffic necessarily, but at dissuading, rerouting, and ultimately stopping commercial traffic, cargo, fuel shipments to Taiwan is the likely scenario.
And you can see our documentary on the artificial islands popping up in the South China Sea on businessinsider.com.